Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to In the Beyond. Today I thought I'd give you a little behind the scenes look into some of my decks and do a deck walkthrough and review. And I thought I'd start with the Seeds from the Sacred Feminine deck. This is one of my newer Oracle decks and I am just loving it. I originally got this deck because I was looking for a self-care deck and I was looking for, something that had really positive, uplifting messages associated with, self-care and self-love and how can I bring more nourishment into my life and into my self-care routine. And this deck was a perfect fit. It is called Seeds from the Sacred Feminine deck. It's a 52 card wisdom deck. It comes with a handbook. The author is Andrea Menard and the illustrator is Leah Dorian. They are both Indigenous women from North American tribes, and I just love, that both the author and the illustrator are women and they come in with that Indigenous perspective of really bringing in that feminine wisdom that we really need on the planet right now. So this deck really talks about connecting to nature and connecting to ourselves. It says, "Welcome to the beautiful realm of the sacred feminine, the receptive, mysterious aspect of life that holds your feelings, your intuition, your creativity, and your playfulness in the great stillness." And yeah, let's get into this deck. So the first thing I want to say is I love the packaging. I absolutely love this box, and honestly this is one of my favorite card deck boxes, and it is because it is very spacious, and I love that the little guidebook fits right in, and the cards have so much room and they are not too tight, or sometimes it's annoying. I get really annoyed when my deck it's too tight to fit the cards and some of them end up kind of like sticking up like that. That is just one of the things that irritates me about cards and their boxes, and this box is just so perfect. It does not do that. I really like to take really good care of my decks. I want them to have a really protective box, and I want them to not get scratched or like bent or anything, and this box is really perfect for that. So I really appreciate that from the creators of this deck. This is the card back. It's kind of plain and simple, and that doesn't bother me too much. Because it's really about, the individual cards. It just, it's very straightforward. It has the name of the deck on it and this little design. But yeah, it's really about the beautiful, colorful, vibrant, and energetic artwork. I pick my decks really based on the artwork and the energy that's coming from the images and coming from the deck in general. And this deck is so gorgeous. It is so vibrant. And I just love the imagery. So let's move on to the guidebook. It comes with this cute little guidebook. Really beautiful. It has praise for the book. It has a dedication, which I love. And then it has the table of contents. It also, it has a little how-to section, how to prepare your cards, how to use your cards, information about the cards, and then it gets into each individual card and its meaning. So this deck is laid out alphabetically by the message on the card. So it's really easy to find the card that you pull. You just search for it alphabetically. And it has a nice little write-up and messages. I'm not the biggest guide deck person in general. I like to just kind of interpret the cards and, use my intuition, but it always is nice to have a little bit of a message from the author. So yeah, really nice guidebook here. And let's get into the cards. We'll zoom in a little bit so you can have a really beautiful look. I'll move the box over so we have more space. And yeah, you guys will be able to really see how this deck is like a beautiful self-care deck, it feels really nurturing and really loving, this deck. So we have Stand Barefoot on the Earth. We have Quest for a New Vision. And there's just so much energy coming from these cards. There's so much motion, vitality. The colors are just so vivid. I get a lot of my messages through color because I'm also an artist myself. This card is Listen to the Song of the Birds. Hug somebody. Like, what a beautiful reminder for, you know, just love and connection. You know, like maybe you're having a really hard day and maybe, you know, you pull this card and it might just help you to be like, yeah, maybe I'll just hug my friend. You know, like little messages like that to add more self-care and self-love into your life. I think they're really helpful. And I love using this deck in readings. We have Move Your Body. And I love how they're standing on the turtle, kind of talking about the indigenous story of Turtle Island. I love the little imagery and symbols. Let yourself rage, howl, and wail. Such a beautiful self-care message and self-love message because, you know, these harder emotions are really important to deal with as well. You know, when you feel rage, it's important to accept and acknowledge that, you know? Release your shame. Be still. Make a feast. This one's just so vibrant. I feel like it's pulsing with energy of love and community. Honor your sexuality. Another beautiful self-love message here. Tend to your plants. Gaze at the moon. So gorgeous, this card. Listen to the wisdom of your feelings. All of that feminine wisdom coming through in this card here. Our feelings are just full of powerful, deep messages. Laugh a big belly laugh. So gorgeous. Your intuition is telling you something. Honor your body. Sing your song of life. We have lie on the ground. Say a prayer of thanks. Make a sacred space. And I just love all the small details. Like we have these little butterflies right here. And up here we have little bear imagery. And to me as a reader, that's really valuable when, you know, just having such beautiful symbols and imagery in the artwork. You know, there's little horses here, strawberries. That as a reader can give me some more information. Watch your thoughts. I love this card, you know, really talking about mindfulness here. You know, I love how the hair is reaching out into, you know, the ethers, you know, our mental space, having power, and, you know, our mental field around us, you know, our thoughts have power, you know, they can influence things. Ask for guidance. Give away an item. Go for a walk. You are not a victim. And I love this card. This is the card that is on the box in the guidebook. So beautiful. Beautiful symbolism. Smile at a stranger. Play a drum. Taste something sweet. Ooh, feel your pulse. This card to me has so much energy. We have let your waters flow. Have a cup of tea. Oh yeah, look at this beautiful mermaid symbolism in more than one card. So gorgeous. Take a warm bath. Take a deep breath, honoring that slowness and stillness, which is a quality of the sacred feminine. Wrap yourself in a handmade quilt, again, bringing nurturing and self-care into our lives, giving us, you know, this deck gives you really nice nurturing suggestions. Plant a seed. Sit by a body of water. Create a sacred fire. Follow the cycles. Listen with your heart, not just your ears. We have drink water. Express your love. Just so much vibrancy, you know, in these cards, and just the energy is vibrating so high, especially with all these details, all these dots. I just love that as a reader. Be kind to yourself. It's time for ceremony. Don't blame others for your feelings. Make some noise. reuse something, honor your emotions, put your hands in the dirt. Again, for that connection back to earth. This deck is really, to me, it's really about connecting with yourself, your body, the earth, and the planet. For that deep, nurturing energy. Embrace a new idea. Speak your truth. Go into nature. And talk to Mother Earth. Beautiful. So I thought we would do a quick one-card reading here, giving us a message for self-love and self-care. What do we need to know today from Spirit? So yeah, let's do a reading. I'll pull a card and then I will read what the guidebook says so you can get a little idea of the messages from the guidebook. And I will zoom out as well. Spirit, what do we need to know today to add more self-care and self-love into our life? Spirit, what message do we need today for self-love and self-care? We have drink water, and I feel like pulling 2 cards. I'm not the best at just pulling 1 card. Listen to the wisdom of your feelings. So we'll start with drink water, and we just go over here to the guidebook. Have you been feeling dry and humorless? You are parched, grandchild. Lack of water can cause rigidity and sap your sense of play. Fill yourself up with the life-giving waters and let fluidity return. Like Mother Earth, you are made up of mostly water. You too can experience drought and desert-like conditions. Pay attention to your physical body. It is trying to tell you something. Coffee, soft drinks, and juices are not sustainable replacements for water. You may have become so used to being thirsty that you don't even notice that you are dry and cracked. Take heed of your body's signals for water. Your body needs lubricating so that all the organs and fluids can work properly. Your sleep patterns, body flexibility, and thought patterns are connected to your fluidity. Honor your sacred waters, drink your fill, and do it often. So yeah, that's just a beautiful message, around, taking care of our bodies and just really coming back to the basics of, connecting to the elements, connecting to the earth, and just nourishing our bodies with, safe, clean drinking water. We also have listen to the wisdom of your feelings. Your feelings are trying to tell you something, grandchild. Did you know that of the 4 sacred bodies, the emotional body is the least understood and respected? It is time to change this imbalance. Your feelings are wise keepers of your present story. They know what is going on at every moment and cannot lie. Listen to the emotional impulse. If it is uncomfortable, it may be signaling that your thoughts have taken you astray. Your thoughts can feed your untruths. They can try to convince you that your feelings are wrong. Don't believe them. Ask your feelings what they are trying to say to you. Be curious about their message. Feelings are wisdom keepers, no matter where they sit along the negative or positive spectrum. Use your mental body to acknowledge what your feelings have been stirred. When the mind works in collaboration with the emotions, great leaps of understanding occur. Understanding leads to compassion and a sense of well-being. Let your mind follow where your feelings lead. You will be surprised at the wisdom you find. So the guidebook is very nurturing. I just feel like it's very compassionate, and you know, it has that like really soothing energy. This whole deck has really positive, uplifting, nurturing vibes. And yeah, if you are looking for like a deck to incorporate more self-care or more of a connection to your body and nature, I really recommend this deck. This deck is really loving, and just, I find it really soothing and filled with a lot of compassion. So I think it's a great self-care deck. Yeah, just thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know if you liked this little behind the scenes look into one of my decks, and maybe I can do a few more. We can look into some of my tarot decks and some other oracles as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did like this video. It really helps small channels like mine grow, and I'm just so appreciative for everyone in this little community. I'm so grateful for you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos.